Exploded views are useful for visualizing and understanding the assembly of a part or a system. They are an intuitive use case for AR experiences and can really engage audiences. There are a few ways we can create and import an exploded view into Vuforia Studio. Today, we'll be covering using Creo Illustrate to create an exploded view of existing CAD to import into Vuforia Studio. Creo Illustrate integrates seamlessly with Vuforia Studio through the PVZ file format. Hence, it is a useful tool for generating animations of exploded views and importing them into Studio. To get started, we first have to import our model into Illustrate. Click the Import button up at the top, select Embed, and then select the file you'd like to import. If you want to learn more about getting started with Creo Illustrate, feel free to check out our other videos on the topic. Once the model has been imported, make sure to save the file. This saves your work as an illustration file. Note that this is different to the PVZ file accepted by Vuforia Studio. Once the file is saved, navigate to the Animation tab and select Sequence. We can utilize the Transform tool to create a step-by-step exploded view of the part. To get started, in this exploded view, I want to separate the key features of my part. We can utilize the part names in the S box to easily select and highlight the features we want to explode. You can also drag and select features directly on the model as well. Ensure that the Recording Content button is toggled on, and then click on Transform. You will see a coordinate transform pop up on the highlighted part. We can use the draggers to move and animate the part freely. As this is an exploded view, for my part, I will utilize the Z arrow and drag the part upwards away from the model. Once this action is complete, you will now see the keyframe editor become populated. You can press the play button to play the animation sequence. You can shorten or lengthen the animation in the keyframe editor by dragging on the edge handles. Navigate back to the step editor and add a new step. You can then repeat this process for all the features in your part. You can also animate the whole exploded view in a single step by selecting the parts and applying a transform in the same manner without creating a new step. However, having multiple steps gives you finer control over the animation once imported into Vuforia Studio. You can also create a reversed version of the animation by right-clicking on the original figure in the Step Editor tab. You can then select Reverse or Duplicate and Reverse Sequence. The latter will create a copy of your figure. Once your exploded view is complete, navigate to File, Publish to save it as a .pvc file. This file is now ready to be imported into Vuforia Studio. The exploded animation sequence can now be imported and played in Vuforia Studio in the same way as any other Creo Illustrate animation file. If you are interested in more details on importing animations into Vuforia Studio, check out our introductory video linked below. The file we imported had two sequences, one for exploding and another reversed. As such, we need to specify which of these animations to play. If instead we had copied and reversed a step originally in Creo Illustrate, we can seamlessly play the next animation by tapping on the play button after the first step is complete. This was a brief look at how to create and use exploded view animations for Vuforia Studio. To learn more about making the most of Vuforia Studio, check out some of the videos in our tutorial playlist.